Hello, I'm Grace, and we've been seeing, or at least I have been seeing, latte makeup all over. Or this trend over here. They're very bronzy, very caramelly, very kind of one tone all over the face. And I've been intimidated to try it because I have really cool tone, pale skin, and I don't want to look like I'm completely covered in makeup that doesn't match my face. So I'm going to try, has a white mocha version of latte makeup. Something that'll work on cool toned pale skin. I'm starting with the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. It is just a silicone-based primer that'll smooth out the pores and create a layer between my makeup and my skincare, my sunscreen, so that I'll just glide on and have a bit of a barrier for the day. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, well, actually I'm going to do something a little bit untraditional. I'm going to take my NYX Bear With Me concealer serum and use it as a color corrector, because I find this concealer is a little light to be my main concealer. It doesn't cover up dark circles well enough for me personally, but the tone is nice and it feels amazing. It feels a lot like an eye cream. So I'm just going to put it where I'm a little bit gray underneath my eyes, just to get a little bit more color. Then I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. With this look, I'm not too worried about major fallout because it's all kind of brown anyways. So I'm not going to worry about starting with my eyes. I'm going to put my base on first. So I'm just putting a bit on the back of my hand and then picking it up on my foundation brush and just blending it all over until I have a nice smooth base. Now with this look, if your skin can handle tinted moisturizer, like if I wear that, I will look greasy. But if you are the type of person that likes tinted moisturizer, that could be a great, or a skin tint, that could be a great base for this look. It's a little bit natural, dewy glow. But personally, I find I get a little too greasy if I put on a tinted moisturizer as my foundation. I'm just going with a little bit more. There's where I need it. And bringing it onto my neck so that the color is blended really nicely. All right, so with this look, you want to have tones that are going to match your bronzer almost on your eyes. So you could go in with your bronzer on your eyes, or you can build it up with, if you want to just do it super fast, just put bronzer on your eyes as you're putting your bronzer on the rest of your face, or you could build it up. So I'm going to put a bit of eye primer on. Use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. Bring it right underneath my brow. Just to get that whole area ready. And then I'm going to go in with a color close to my skin tone, just provide a foundation for the rest. So this is the Sephora Pocket Palette. I'm gonna use this shade right here, the lightest shade, and I'm going to brush it all over my crease, all over my eyelid, everywhere I put the primer basically. And I know it doesn't show up a lot, but it's going to help the other shadows to blend. Okay. Now I'm going to take a thicker blending brush. No, it's a little pink. I should have cleaned it a bit better. But that being said, I'm going to grab my ColourPop palettes, just one of the build your own palettes. They have so many different palettes, and any shade that you can find that is just slightly darker than your skin tone and a little bit warmer will work great for this. So I'm going to go in with this one in the top corner. Whoop. Whoop, drop that. Just brush that off. In the top corner right over here, it's called Bel Air. And I'm going to just start building it up in the crease. So I'm creating the shape that I want with that color. All right, I'm gonna try and make it almost a triangle, and I'm just gonna keep building it in the crease, darken up the crease there. Now, right now this is looking pretty warm, which is the goal of this look. However, with my skin tone, when I just have warm on here, it looks like it doesn't quite fit. And part of the appeal of latte makeup is that everything blends all as one, like one nice swirly latte. So I'm going to go in with the cool tone right here. It's just a lighter cool tone brown. And I'm going to go over where I put the first shade with a wider blending brush. And just blend, 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 blend. All right. Okay. I'm just going to take a little bit off the top, and then I'm going to go back in with that, my original shade, and I'm going to use that to marry everything together. So I'm going to put it on my thicker blending brush and brush it all over, and I'll just meld all the shades together and make it look a little bit more natural. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take now my ColourPop, again, gel liner, cream gel liner in, where's the color on this? Sunnyvale. And I'm just going to lightly flick it to line my top here. This is a really nice one because it's pretty forgiving. You can blend it out if you need to. So I just look at the mirror and then a little bit down to get that going. Just kind of tapping it where I want to build it up, and then I'm going to tap it into here, and then I'm going to take my thickerest blending brush, the Precision Point Shadow Brush, and then just close my eye and blend over top of it to smooth out that line. and then pull it up and out a bit more. So I'll pull it up and out here, up and out a bit more, and then just blend that out so that it kind of looks like it's being married into the eyeshadow. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, and then I'm gonna take it just on the outer corner of my eye on the bottom, just to provide a little bit more continuity and shape. This whole look definitely has that theme of continuity, marrying one tone with your whole face. And that tone is fairly warm, but again, we're cooling it down a bit. Now I'm gonna find my, there we go, Sephora liquid shadow. This one is in the shade Jasper, and it is a really pretty bronze color. And I'm just gonna pat that right in the middle and in. Pat that with that, and then take my finger and blend it out. And put it over top of it just to provide some depth to the bottom of my lid. Same thing on the other side. Pat it in and out. Okay. Now, right now, looking kind of gray, but here is where the fun and all the warmth comes in. So I'm going to start, oh well, I'm going to find a sunny shade. I'm going to go back into the Sephora palette, and I'm going to take that middle shimmer shade on a flat brush and start in the corner of my eye, bring some warmth there, and then bring it in. So corner of my eye, bring it in. There we go. Corner, and bring it in. And then I'm just packing it on with this brush because I'll take another brush to blend it out after, because these flat brushes are great for packing on color, but they're not great for blending. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and blend it all together. And then having that liquid on there first really helped it to pop, to stick. You could skip the liquid shadow step. I just like how it kind of makes it really stick on there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my liner brush and dip into the shade. It's a dark with a little bit of gold. And I'm going to follow where I put the liner. And just in the corner of my eye. Just in the outer corner, follow where I put the liner, just to darken it up again a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to take my Precision Point blending brush, take that cool toned one, and just smoke out underneath my eye. Sorry, the cool toned brown right here. Because if I put a warm tone brown under my eye, okay, we're gonna look like I have some pink eye going on, which is not a flattering look. If you're into it, then by all means go for it. But for me, I am not into that pink eye look. Not a look for me. All right. Gonna bring it back now and add to the face. Okay, I'm gonna start by contouring. I'm gonna take Bright Side from Rare Beauty. I'm gonna bring it in right under my cheekbone here, under my cheekbone here, under my jawline, just like that. And that's it for contour because I'm going to do a lot more with bronzer. So I'm going to just blend out that contour. This is a little bit warm for can be a little bit warm for a contour, but it definitely will work for this look. Okay, now over top on the cheekbone where I put Bright Side, I'm going to go in with Happy Soul. Up over here, up over here, and this is going to be this is like really one of the main elements of this look, so it can be a little bit heavy-handed with the bronzer. I know with the mascara and stuff, the eyes kind of look like they're just in space there, not really fitting with anything, but it'll come together. Okay, so you got the cream bronzer on. Now, I'm going to put on the concealer. So I'm going to grab my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This one here is much better coverage than the Bare With Me concealer. So if you're like me and you want something that's gonna really cover those dark circles, if you don't have like naturally skin without dark circles, if you're, I don't know, maybe 16 or something and genetically blessed not to have those dark circles, then Bare With Me concealer is amazing. But for myself personally, I prefer the L'Oreal Infallible to actually really conceal. Really does its job as a concealer, and this is also cleaning up the lines with where I put the shadow, and kind of creates that little whoop, shadow line there. Okay, now I'm going to go with my powder bronzer. I'm using Essence Sun Club matte bronzing powder. Now, the packaging is really cheap. Packaging will probably fall apart on you, but you're really paying for the product with this one. It smells great. I think it's only about $5. I'm gonna put some on my cheeks. And I'm actually going to bring it right up to the apples of my cheeks because this is a really bronzy look. On here, sides of my nose. I'm going to take a bit more of a precise brush to do the sides of my nose with this. All right, then I'm going to take this on my shadow brush. I'll use the medium blending brush and go over my crease just so that I have some of the same color on my crease and the rest of my face. All right, I need to blend it just a little bit better. Well, now go in with my mascara, or actually, hold on. Don't want to forget the brows. I know lots of people start with the brows. I like doing them after my foundation so I can go really wild with the foundation. I'm just going to brush everything up and then kind of flick it in. This is the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pen. I think this one is in espresso. And just drawing little hairs on. I know it looks weird with it brushed this high up, but it kind of helps me see where the hairs start, so that I can just flick in some more hairs and it'll look a little bit more natural. This one too is also super forgiving, so if you accidentally put it where it shouldn't be, just wipe it off. It's so easy. All right. Push that back in there. There we go. Now I'll curl my eyelashes, and then you could really use any mascara that you want for this look. It's not one of those, it's a little bit more of a natural beachy look, not really toss on false lashes and go to prom look. You could wear it to prom, but you want to just toss this on here and underneath to add that continuity. And I just use Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. And now I'm going to go in for my lips. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to powder. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And powder Essence Pure Nude Highlight. So actually, scratch, I'll start with the highlight. This is the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. And I'm just going to pop it right on top of my cheekbones. This is a really pretty natural highlight. Just provides a little bit of glow, a little bit of warmth, but it doesn't look like it shouldn't be there, if that makes sense. Then I'm going to brush off the brush and use the same brush for the setting powder. I use the pink one because it just kind of makes me feel like I'm a little bit more awake and alive, which is definitely something I value. Just pop it underneath there where I need a bit of setting on my forehead because I get a little bit greasy. All right, now for the lips. So I'm gonna go in with a nude lip liner. This is the Annabelle lip liner. Definitely, in my opinion, underrated. It feels so nice. Just draw on my lips and feather it in. And then, this one's actually a new product for me, so I'm hoping it goes well with this. We'll find out together. This is Superstay Matte Ink by Maybelline in 65 Seductress. Alrighty. It's going to come out here. It's a little bit stuck there for a second. It's really soft formula. Draw that on there. This is definitely a quintessential liquid lipstick. It has that real lipstick look, but it goes on liquid. So I'm gonna blot that out, and then it's matte. Okay, so here is the Latte Makeup look for cool tone skin. Now, personally, I like wearing blush. I have a hard time not wearing blush, so I'm gonna kind of cheat this look a bit and add some blush. Blush was the very first makeup product I started using. I'm just gonna use the Essence Mosaic blush. It's a really pretty powder blush. Using powder for this look because I don't want to go in with something heavy. And I'm just going to put it right on top of my cheekbones. Essence products for the price point are really good quality. Like definitely you got to be careful that your packages might fall apart, the actual how it holds the product, but if you're careful with that, which I admit I'm not always careful with that, but if you are, then boy, you can get some great products for a great price. All right, here is the final makeup look. Let me know your thoughts, what you would have done differently. This is a very, very trendy look right now, so there's a million different ways to do it. I know this is a little bit more subtle, more everyday version. It's on camera it looks a little bit more subtle than it does in person though too. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts and let me know if you try it out.